remember we just said.
Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
Oh!
I should have did it. That was the one you should have did it. I'm like, I see the crystal and I love you and the beauty of it all.
Hold that.
I ain't gonna lie, I got
Mike? Somebody getting, yeah, Mike. Yo, this ride is long as shit. It's a long ass ride.
How many songs you think you listen to on the way?
I ain't listening to nothing. I wouldn't. I'm a businessman. I was on work calls the whole time and talking to Reed.
Kenny?
Yeah, go ahead and start.
All right, what's up, guys? I'm glad we could come together. I know that's been a big thing for us this whole season. So it's good to be together, especially going into the playoffs. We know who we're going to play, and we're going to play them twice. And so this will be a good gauge for us.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be a good gauge for us to learn, especially going into an important game. I think, you know, we kind of went through a lot of rotations and a lot of starting lineups, and I feel like we all.
Kevin.
There's one right there, bro. And there's one at the end over there, too, by the door.
Cheers. Matt, you gotta take that chair. All right, my bad.
You're good. I think just from having been a part of the Crocs and just like, you know, maybe even what appealed to you guys was, you know, just the attitude of, you know, who we are. And I think sometimes, you know, we get away from it. And I know Jamarcus, just conversations we had has, you know, brought up good points of just like the character of us as players. And, you know, like I said throughout the whole season, like there's so many things I'm so proud of us about in each one of you guys, and how you play and what you bring. And I feel like coming into the playoffs, you know, David talks about it a lot, of just they're gonna know who we are, and no matter what. And you know, all we can do is be our best, show up, and you know, try to outplay them. And a lot of these teams, we're going to have to use our IQ. That's what it comes down to, is like how we play basketball. We're all talented. We're all going to show up. We're all going to, you know, play the game. And so I think going into it, we need to remember those things. Is like rebounds have been a struggle for us. Okay, we don't have a big this and that. No, it's hard. And you guys do a lot to have to get out of your comfort zone in your position to do that. But I just think going into this in our minds of like boxing out, you know, and then in transition, I think we have underutilized it. We have a lot of guys that can run. Just keep that in mind. I know when we push, it's hard to turn around, especially with the defense we're going to implement. It's going to be hard to just turn around and get right back into it. But that's why we got to trust each other. But transition stuff, get back defense, obviously, and we have two big wings, Trey and Enrique, and, you know, Kenny's a fast guard. We could push, you know, get a rebound, push, you know, and then Kev doesn't have to, like every time, you know, we can give people those little, you know, not breaks, but just times where they don't have to be constantly on, because we're here for each other and we all have things to offer. So just think on the wing side, and even Jamarcus running that, you know, and Light, you get down too, especially this crazy guy. So just be thinking about that part on offense, and then, you know, we're going to go through some offensive sets. A lot of times, if we don't get in transition, we come down and then we're trying to figure something out, and then that's where it gets hard because we don't have anything, and we have talent, but it's hard just to come together and think like, yeah, I'm going to do this. So this is why we're here, and this is why we're going to try to set up the best preparation we can with what we have going into the playoffs. So I know these guys have stuff to say, but I just really want that in our mindset. And obviously defense. You know, we've been stamping that the whole time, and I think that was a big thing when we won in 2021 was literally like defense. That's all we really focused on was rebounds and defense. So those are just my 2 cents on going in, keeping the system of what the Crocs have been and staying true to that no matter what the situation is, and staying together. So, Chris, did you have anything?
Yes, so just from my point of view, fellas, you know, to your point, like we're gonna have 2 cracks at this, right? We got them on Saturday, and then we're gonna go right back around and play them in the playoff game. So we're playing them, and then Sunday. Sunday, yeah. Sunday we play them, and then playoff game is against the same opponent, right? So with that being said, like let's take this opportunity to really, one, like send a message, right? like we got to let them know that this is not a given, all right? Because right now they're feeling like this is their season for them to have. You know what I mean? Like they're undefeated, but also they're feeling themselves. Okay, so we got to make them really think about something between now and the next time we see them in the playoffs. We got to really make them think of something. Really make them have to work on it and practice for them like that. You know what? We got to get ready for these guys because they just came up with something on Sundays that we wasn't even ready for yet. Mm-hmm. And really what it is just the intensity part, right? The intensity part on our end, right? Like, I think we sound like a broken record all season. There's no lack of talent. No lack of talent with this group. I mean, literally, it's about as good of a group as you can put together in this level. But we have all just the answer for all of our problems has always been, I got this, instead of what are we going to do?
And I know we got to go, but
Yep.
So I just wanted to say one thing, but after we break here, I think we're going to do, first thing is we're going to separate 5. So I think we got 10, so it's perfect. We're going to work on a full court press, so one team's going to be offense, other team's going to be defense, and we're going to be implementing stuff that way we can be live and working on cardio and whatnot, and we'll let them do that, dictate that. But we're going to implement full court and a half court press and then maybe a zone. We're doing that while working on being live. Second thing, just on a brief note, I haven't addressed it to the group. I'm going to address this later, but I wanted to see who's coming because we made an executive decision to sign a player that's going to make everyone's jobs easier. I tried to go with things, buy in, but ultimately, you know, I want us to go out the right way, competing. So with this added player, we could put anybody out on the floor and we'll compete. So buy into what we're doing now, otherwise you don't have to play. That's just the reality, and you won't play. And we could put 5 guys that want to play and want us to win with our addition, and we'll be good. And I can promise you this, we'll play the right way. I don't care about the outcome. We want to play the right way. We have not played the way that we know we can play all season. So buy into what we're about to do and go hard. Listen to the coaches. Go ahead.
Just to close out, I think this needs to be said. The Storm, they're a better team. We're at this point, even though we believe we're better, they've proven it. They're a better team, so we have to approach this. They're better. We're the underdogs, so we need to look at them as they're a superior team. But we're not trying to be a better team at this point anymore. That's impossible. We are just trying to play a better game. So let's play a better game. And my thing is, like everyone said, we have 2 chances. The first game that we have to play, I don't mind us doing things differently because we're going to play them again. I don't mind us experimenting because we're going to play them again. If something doesn't work, we don't necessarily want to show them all our cards the first time. So just keep that in mind. We can't play them straight up. If we do that, we're going to lose. We have to be different. We have to make things a little bit chaotic. We have to be the aggressor. Otherwise, they're going to walk over us. Again, watch. If you don't believe it, look at their record. Look at the way they play. They're a great team. And we're going to go and send through scouting reports a little bit more, but at the end of the day, we're going to implement some different things, but just let's buy into it. But other than
Sounds
that,
good.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys go ahead.
You have white? You have your white jersey?
Yeah.
all right, we're going to
Bring it in. Go.
Take it personal, guys. Defense cards are taking it personal. Hey, Crocs on 3. Crocs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Crocs.
Okay.
Yes.